drive by Preston inside. He's touched the ball a lot. Likely comes up with it. Galloping the other way for the Cowboys. Into the defense. Into two. Up and down. For 200 pounds. He is checked out. McDowell picked up the foul. Inside. Thicket of defenders, and he got it.
Ty Jones steps inside for two. Way up in the air goes Brown and almost tipped it home. Boone with a size advantage. Nice, Likely off the feed from Boone. Coleman. So that is what the Longhorns are fighting for. History. They want to bring this hardware home for the first time in school history as Likely cruises in for two.
What I like about games right there. 11 minutes tonight. He's got 7 and 7, 2 steals and 2 blocks.
And that was his first assist. Cade Cunningham. Anderson around Brock Cunningham. 8 to shoot. Likely gets to the front of the rim.
I like 2 great mentors is what they are, along with being great coaches.
Likely puts up a 3. That's good. Timeout called by Mike Boynton. 10 teams. 7 are going for sure. 7 teams entered this tournament ranked. And Likely floats one up. That's off the rim. His follow is there.
Terrific loose.
Well, to Holly's point, what he wants to clean up, decision-making and turnovers as far as being a point guard.
And you can see, Bob, at 6'8", he dribbles high. It's one of my few complaints with him that's going to get rectified over time.
Likely might have to force one up. He'll drive it with 1 on the shot clock with the stuff. He's got 19 of West Virginia's 50, and they've got a 4-point lead.
Oh, that's nice.
Anderson.
That's nice.
Backdoor
Yep.
Likely.
I'll tell you what happened right there.
McBride. Cunningham the rebound. Long bounce pass to Likely. He crosses over and finishes. Anderson for 3. Short. Likely an offensive rebound.
Quietly, Ice has made his presence felt today.
Cunningham double team. Bryce Williams, 2 Ice Likely. Plus the foul.
See how they try to keep the ball on the side.
Flying in. Brown the other way. Puts the brakes on in the lane and pays the price as Caleb Boone swats it away. Ice Likely the other direction. Kisses it home. Got the piece.
Yep. Mitch has done that throughout his career. He's got long arms. That's a turnover.
Rondell Walker. Tough pass to Likely. He handles it. And Cunningham a straightaway 3. Abaji grabs the loose ball. Gives it up to Likely. African-American head coaches in the Big 12 along with Shaka Smart.
Yeah, Will Robinson, you know who he coached? Doug Collins. Nice. Time running out.
Anderson to Flavors. Offensive rebound Likely.
Here, and the Cowboys break it. Right side jumper, a little too strong, but
Oklahoma State in the midst of a 9-0 run to take a 1-point lead. Samuel misses the dunk, had it blocked. Likely got it. Zills blocked. M.A. Moncrief with the swap. Transition. Buckets for both. Lead is extended to 5. Here's Cade Cunningham with the ball. Number 2 in white. Likely banks in a 3. Good hands by Likely with the steal. And he finished.
Cowboys back in that active zone. They played so well against Baylor. Here's Likely. Left-handed finish.
Played at times. Marcus Garrett, you know, those guys aren't the typical consistent scorers that they've had, and so scoring has been a challenge at times.
I mean, that's kind of been the trend across college basketball this year, and it's been talked about, but as likely as Harris gets it back, launches the three, and it rattles out. Likely all the way to the cup. And
Make guys better. He certainly did there on that pass, and Vito's able to finish it off. Can't get the free throw to go down.
They don't give up on plays. They're creative individually, run their sets well.
Tied at 11, just under 12 to play in the first half.
This is where I like Likely. Got good pivot moves.
No, Doak takes things to a whole different level.
McCormick short. That one, he got pushed out just a little bit further. On the fast break once again.
Needed this pick and roll and the ball screens anytime they face this zone.
Likely cleans up the
presser, and in talking to him, he loves McCormick and thinks all roads lead through him if Kansas is going to be successful.
21-2 Kansas run. Likely gets it back, shoots a three, good.
Advantage of playing four guards, because that's a great spot for Sean McNeil to feed the post, and Culver made his defender disappear.
Likely, yes.
Challenge tonight because he's guarding Deuce McBride.
Culver through a double team. Just a little too strong, and Anderson's got the rebound.
Too much traffic. He can post up.
Likely does just that.
Propensity to knock shots down.
Speaking of knocking one down, Taz Sherman does just that from NBA range.
Boy, he's heating up. 19 in the second half a couple nights ago in Norman.
Keelan Boone feeds the...
He's got to make those free throws, otherwise they become empty possessions.
He's got 11, but he is 1 of 4 at the line, so he's responsible for 3 of the 4 misses at the line for West Virginia. Again, 3 in the 4 games that he missed, as weaving inside is Kedrian Johnson. But as we all know, Fran, as Likely scores again last year, but they looked like a really dangerous team, and maybe would have been one if the Big 12 championship had been allowed to proceed back in March. But of course we all know what happened, as Likely has a chance for a...
Buy some minutes for Mike Boynton, the JUCO transfer. Got schooled on that possession.
Straightaway 3 for Keelan Boone won't go, but it bounces long to Avery Anderson, and a reset for the Pokes. Likely cruises in for an easy. Likely in the corner. And a 3 on the way. That's a little too strong for Bryce Williams. Offensive rebound and a block inside by Culver. Rejected by Likely.
Shot clock gets reset to 20, so they've got to move quick. But the West Virginia Mountaineers have lost some opportunities on the glass. That's a walk.
Cunningham gives it up. Likely finish. Cunningham a step back three. In and out. Offensive rebound. Likely.
Game. This is the third straight game he's come off the bench after starting 39 in a row for Tech.
Seems very comfortable in that role, and that's a big role over the years. Chris Beard calls that guy one of the most important guys on the team, and really the sixth starter. And Edwards has really embraced this new position.
Likely gets it back, able to lay it in.
And that they would have been a tough out in the NCAA tournament, as always, as we saw the previous two seasons.
Boone able to affect that shot from Santos Silva. Likely doesn't shoot many of these.
They had 13 days off, and looks like they really worked on their offense, their confidence, and their aggressiveness.
Likely underneath. Likely and one.
And then looking underneath quickly before the backside of the zone could shift and cover.
By the way, Cunningham has 3 assists today. Trying to find his second bucket, gives it up for Likely. McCullough hits both to make it a 3-point game.
Take their time, run their offense. There's Likely all the way.
And right out of the shoot in the overtime, McClung puts it up and knocks down a 3.
And Mac McClung, he wants the ball in these situations. And he can deliver.
Likely on McClung, spinning in the lane.
With teammates. Here's Kai Jones for 3. Leaves it short. Likely wants to run. Big physical guard. And Andrew Jones will try to check him. Likely using that power inside.
Game shooting 39% from beyond 3. His best season thus far in terms of leadership, distributorship of the ball. Is that a word? Distributorship?
It works for me. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean. That's
Likely bodies him up and puts
in more than anything. In Texas's case, it lulls them to sleep. It takes their aggression away. They get passive and look for 3-point shots.
Likely just attacking. There from R.J. Nembhard. Almost called him Ruben, his dad. He played in the NBA. But R.J. and Miles have hooked up nicely all season long. How about that? That's a tap, but Cowboys would love another basket or two.
Only 3,500 allowed inside Gallagher-Iba, but they're having their voices heard right now, trying to spur on the Pokes. Here comes Likely leading the break. And he gets it to go. Ice Likely.
You can see a little bit more movement. They got a lot of movement. Look at this. Now,
Avery Anderson with the theft. Likely at the other end.
Well, you're not stopping.
And Poor Bear Chandler are both juniors. And so they're going to need to pick it up, score, try to get 8, 10, maybe 12 points a game and pick up the offensive end, score a little bit inside.
Now, Wichita State just recently got its full complement of players back, so they went with 8 and 9 in their first 2 games respectively of healthy bodies. But they got them all back now. Likely with a strong move in the lane and finish. Gilbert trying to plow his way past Bryce Williams, and the pass is deflected by Likely. Likely gets it back and lays it in.
Now that's what he does.
7th in the Big 12, for what that's worth. Trey Wade off the inbound. Squeezed the trigger and couldn't find the range from the right baseline, and Likely avoided big contact. It's now Cunningham, Walker, Likely, Williams, Bryce Williams that is, and Caleb Boone. Likely in a hurry, finishes.
What a nice bucket.
Cunningham was calling for it, posting up Dennis. Now Flavors with a teardrop, wouldn't go, but the tap is good. I think that was Likely.
One of the things Paul Mills was concerned about, not a lot of size for ORU, and you got guys like Cade and Likely that could even play the 4 and 5 spot if necessary defensively.
Yeah, this will probably be a lot of small ball. Oklahoma State plays it anyway because of their roster and limitations at the 4 and 5.
And Likely reverses Moncrief, lays it in. And Golden.
And that's Rashad Williams, who has been injured, coming back from an injury and getting healthy. If you throw him in there with Jalen Moore, that's a pretty good backcourt in the Horizon. They should be one of the best backcourts when it's all said and done.
Williams, preseason second team back, and the Golden Grizzlies have a 3-point lead.
Now, you mentioned the game at Michigan. Goes overtime, had a chance to win it. So, I mean, they've been right in it against good competition. The Cowboys playing not a lot of energy here early. For years, has obviously had other opportunities. I know Scott Sutton, Oklahoma State assistant, who had a lot of wars with him, has tremendous respect for him on and off the floor.
Those 2 free throws knocked down by Moore, his first points of the game, and the Oakland lead is 4. Layup inside.
Job on the ball movement of Oklahoma State, getting to shooters on the catch.
Moore reverse, no good. Likely. Tied. Without the crowd, you can hear the players and coaches a little bit better. He said, and one, ref, and one. Likely off the glass and good.
Oklahoma State zone was great. They executed well, but let's be honest, Marquette did a very poor job of attacking.
Misses the 3, Likely with the offensive rebound. Third time's a charm for the Cowboys.
Shot is short by Arcano. Dexter Arcano missed the first 2 games, but he's got a chance to be special. They really like his body and the way he's improved over the last year. Likely inside, score the goal. Shot clock's down to 4. McEwen. Likely into a thicket of defenders and still scores.
Blocking Cunningham's shot and then find the open man on offense. McEwen with the catch and shoot opportunity. A great look at the basket. Splash it.
Cunningham has only attempted 1 3. He missed it. That was back early in the first half. Shot clock is down to 5. Likely. Hey! That shot.
Well, that's why Marquette's leading the country in field goal percentage defense.
Likely straight to the 10.
When you look at time to score, but you got to get shutouts.
John got a piece of that. Likely.
How about
Likely dumps it down low to Boone, turns short. Likely gathers in the rebound and knocks it down by Weathers. Likely kicks it out. Gets it back. He'll shoot the 3 and knock it down.
TA. Their first lead since they were up 22-21.
Let's see if the Cowboys can solve the zone.
Likely his first bucket of the game.
Think of the great immigration policies they have up there with kids from the Caribbean and Africa. That city is as good a basketball city as there is in North America right now.
Things didn't work out in Vancouver, apparently, but Toronto, it's great that Canada's got a marquee franchise like that.
That's power basketball. One of the things they talked about in the scouting report on Sunday was they feel Cade dribbles the ball high and that it's easy to get in there and from help side and swipe at it. And he's turned it over a couple times today because of the high dribble.
De La Cruz made the mistake of throwing it under his own basket, saving it along the sideline. Back to Oklahoma State. Likely hasn't shot a bunch of 3. He's